We start with the prayer. Close your eyes, palms together. Seek the blessing from your all your Guru, God, Goddesses. If you are done, slowly open it. Okay. Today we are going to, the agenda is very simple. Today we are going to finish the remaining parts of the remaining Bhavas in Rahu in remaining Bhavas, 11 and 12. Then we'll discuss the Satish chart. Then if we find time, we'll start with the Ketu also. Okay. First, as usual, we'll start with the Pocharam, then followed by the classes. Okay. Start with today's Pocharam. And Shukra in the Mesha, Surya and the Guru in the Mithuna, Buddha in the Kadaka, Chandra, Mangal, Ketu in the Simha. There was no Rashis in the Kanya, Tula, Vrikshika, Danu, Makara. Then the Kumbha Rahu, Meena in the Shani. Okay, if you have this combination, if you have this Chandra and the Ketu combination, the people who have this combination, secure days, this is the one of the days you can understand yourself more. Sometimes when you have this kind of the combination, your body won't cooperate with you, or your mind may not cooperate with you. Sometimes you may have the decision. There are a number of the decision flows into your mind. You may not be able to decide which one to step forward. But along with the Mangal was there, if you have the good position Mars in your birth chart, this won't be disturbed too much for you, because otherwise it can find an understanding. Because this is the Gocharam only. 1 or 2 days the Chandra will move into the Kanya Rasi. It doesn't matter. Mangal will move to the Kanya Rasi in a few months, I guess. 45 days. I don't know how many days it's finished. Few more days to move into the Kanya Rasi. But you have to concentrate on the Chandra. But this combination is will come in number of months after only. So this is the best day to understand how the Chandra and the Ketu combination comes in a Gocharam. The same combination is also present in your birth chart, anywhere, wherever it is. But now the Gocharam, the Chandra and the Ketu combination in the Simharas. In your birth chart, the Chandra and the Ketu combination can be in any one of the 12 rasis, right? So understand these combinations. When the same combination in your birth chart, Gocharam is also having the same combination, what kind of the day you are going through? Everybody was having a different experience. So note down your experience. The same kind of the combinations will come again in a few months of time. So you can understand or rectify your problems, or you can understand yourself. This is the best way to understand. Okay, now coming into the Pancham. Okay, the same thing goes also. The people who have this Simha Lagna, Simha Rasi, the days to understand yourself. Very much, I can say it's the big day for these peoples who having the Simha Lagna, Simha Rasi, or having the Chandra and the Ketu in the Simha Rasi itself. This is the best day to understand yourself, because when the Graha comes in, when the Graha's combinations comes in the Gocharam itself, your Janana Jatakam is also having the same combination. It is the best day to understand yourself. Then let's move into the Pancham. Praitini is a Chaturthi, followed by the Panchami, Yoga Vajra, and the Siddhi. Weekdays the Ravivara, Paksha is the Shukla Paksha. Nakshatra Slesha, followed by the Magha Nakshatra. Karana, Vishti, Bhava, and Balava. I have one question here. Okay, give me a second. Everybody knows which Tithi you are born on, right? Yes or no? Yes, no?
No, I don't.
I don't remember.
Madam, what it is?
You know about which Tithi you born on?
Oh.
Which
No,
Tithi?
we don't know.
Yes,
Okay.
I know.
Okay, only one person knows. Yoga. Which yoga you born on?
No.
No.
Okay. Definitely you will know about your weekday. Paksha,
Weekday,
Shukla
yes.
weekday. Yeah, everybody knows
Yes.
weekday, definitely for sure. Paksha, Shukla Paksha, or Krishna Paksha. There's only two Pakshas, right? Krishna Paksha or Shukla Paksha. You know about that also? Anybody?
No, no.
Yes.
Tithi Yoga Paksha? No. Nakshatra?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes, this is yes. Yes, this all mostly no. And this is yes. Nakshatra is yes. Karana?
No.
No, no.
Okay, Karana also no. Okay. The mostly Panchang, when you say about the Panchang, it's not about the day, it's about yourself also. Which Tithi you were born on means you already know about the Tithi is, right? Anybody knows? We already discussed about the Tithi. What is the meaning of the Tithi? Anybody remember what is the meaning of the Tithi? No? Okay. Imagine this is the sun. Okay. This is the moon. The distance between these two, it tells about the Tithi. When the sun and the moon, when the 15 days, how it is goes, 15 days the moon grows towards the full moon, or it was decreased towards the Amavasya, right? That amount of the days it represented in the Tithi. So the first Tithi was followed by the Pradhama, Tvidiye, Tridiye. So among these 15 Tithis, from the Pradhamai to the Amavasya, Pradhamai to the Paurnami. Before that. Pradhamai to the Amavasya, Pradhamai to the Paurnami called as the Krishna Paksha, Sukla Paksha. Okay. So definitely you will born in the month in the month of 1 to 31 days, you will born on one day. And among the 15 days, it is separated into two parts, that is the Paksha. And in the Paksha, you have to find out which Tithi you are born on. First day is Pradhamai, Tvidiye, Tridiye. It goes on till the Paurnami or Amavasya. So that you will find out the which Tithi. We'll have an example now. The Yogam also a different story altogether. So that is also, we will see about the Yogam and the Karanam next week itself. Okay, let's have an example first. Before we telling about this, we'll have an example first. I stop sharing this one and I move into the Jagannath. Okay. Everybody see the Jagannath Pura, right? Yes, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine the one child most. Okay, let me have an example about the people. Yes. Will they give any of your date of birth?
Yeah. 29,
29
9.
or 9 only?
Yeah. 29th. No, 29th September.
September. Oh, okay. Year?
1965.
1965. You remember your birth time?
2:55 a.m.
2:55
a.m.
a.m. Remember your which city you born in? Place?
No, this is Trichy, Srirangam.
Oh, yeah. Srirangam comes in a We see Trichirappalli, we don't know which spelling
Yeah.
it. Mm. So, okay.
No, you can type
It says
Srirangam.
that.
You
Yeah,
will
it
get it.
says Tiruchirappalli only. Yeah.
Just type Srirangam, you will get it.
Oh, really? Wow. Is this correct? Looks like
Yeah.
correct because it's
Yeah,
78.
yeah.
Since it is correct, right? September 29, 1965,
Correct.
2:55 p.m. Okay.
Yeah.
Place is Srirangam in New. I mean, you born on the Wednesday? This one is
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Wednesday.
Whenever you born Wednesday,
Yeah.
it is,
That
it
is
is
because
Tuesday.
early morning, but here it is saying Tuesday, no? But why 29th timing is wrong? No, correct only 2:55 a.m. That's correct. Oh, I don't know, but my mother said I thought it was all through my life Wednesday. My mother said Wednesday.
Wednesday and
Maybe Tuesday. I don't know. But Vishaka is correct. Vishaka Nakshatram. That's correct.
what is your name?
Vasanti.
That's it.
VASANTH.
I'm trying the different software. So let me recheck whether that Jagannath Guru is right or
Okay.
No, in Indian calendar, usually the tithi starts from sunrise to sunrise. The day is from sunrise to sunrise.
Oh,
So
that's
you're probably born on Wednesday morning 2 a.m.
early
So
morning.
probably it is next date you have to take.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Date
that's what
should be 30th, I think, because otherwise, it is actually considering as 60 ghati or ghadige, so it actually from sunrise on Tuesday until sunrise on Wednesday. That is when
Oh,
you are born, but you are born on the night of Tuesday
yeah,
at 2
exactly.
2:55 probably.
That's what. Yeah,
So you need to
Tuesday
take it as
midnight. That is after the
30th 2:55 if you're calculating Indian in English calendar.
But sir, it is early morning of 29th.
If early morning of
That
29,
is
then Tuesday is correct. Tuesday is
after the
correct.
midnight of 28th. That's Tuesday is
So
correct? Okay, then
that's Tuesday
probably
is
I
correct. Yeah,
maybe
that calendar cannot be wrong.
Okay.
someone sorted out. You were born on Tuesday or
Yeah.
we will come back to this detail later. Let's come to finish what
Okay.
we gave objective.
Tithi,
Okay.
yeah, you wanted to.
The thing is, what are the things we have to know about is the tithi, which tithi you born on. Then you ask the questions, what is
Shukla.
that importance it is going to give me? Why I need to know about my tithi? Whenever you find any of the auspicious days for yourself, or whenever you do any kind of the function, when you combine it with your tithi which you are born on, that will give you the tremendous benefit. And suppose in case if you are doing anything for yourself, if you do on that particular tithi, it will give you the different energy altogether. That is also the science, because how much the energy you consumed from the universe. There are some days your energy will be completely drained. That is totally natural for every humans in this yet planet. So how it is that possible? Some days why I am consuming more energy, sometimes why my energies are draining. Particularly for the women, the draining energy is comes around. They attract more energy. They drain more energy will come during their menstrual cycle. They attract others' energy also in a larger amount. They can't even hold, but they drain that energy also. It's a tiring task for them. That's why mostly in Indian homes, particularly in South India, which I believe, they ask the women to rest for that days. Wait, let's come back to here. Tithi is the Shukla Paksha. Shukla Paksha means you born on the face of the when the moon is growing phase. Shukla Paksha, yeah, we call it as Shukla Panchami means from the Paurnami you born on the 5th day of the Paurnami. Shukla is the full moon. Krishna is the Amavasya. I'm right or
Her
wrong?
Tithi, right?
Hmm?
Today's Tithi would be matching hers.
Really? Oh, I didn't understand. I didn't notice that. Shukla Paksha, Panch, Tithi is Panchami. Yeah, correct. It's now going to come. Wow. It will come like that only. The Tithi will sit on that day, or the stars will sit on that particular matching, particularly that particular day, or the Rashi Grahas will be placed on that day. Then only some of the events will occur. Okay, Shukla Paksha, that means from the Paurnami, you born on the 5th day, Panchami is the 5th day, Tithi is the 5th day. Don't worry about this one. So Shukla Panchami. Shukla Panchami, you born on the Tithi of Shukla Panchami. Nakshatra, you already know Vishaka.
Yeah.
Then you have to understand about the yoga. We'll have an. I remember I didn't speak about this yoga and the Karana anytime in the class, no?
You did once some agriculture, they will be good, something with the Karana you had told once or twice.
Oh,
Yeah.
but not in all the Karana I explained, right? We'll
No,
spend
no.
sometimes on
Not-
this time later about the yoga and the Karana. There are some Karanas which will be really good when the peoples are born on that particular Karana. Even if they touch the green plants, it will go. Even if the root was completely gone, and this kind of the peoples when they touch, they put into the soil, it will grows like that. Because the energy which they consume from the universe was entirely different from the others. But how come it is possible? Because of this Karana, if you born on the Bhava Karana, why we need to understand this Karana? See, when some people will say, okay, you go and see, you go and worship this temple, you go and worship that Lord, that will give you that tremendous strength and energy in you. But the people who born on the Pavakarana, when they enter into the Anjaneya temple, they feel like it is their home. When they enter into the Narsimha temple, they feel like it is their own home. When you would go and see, you no need to worry, we no need to pray for anything. You just enter into the Narsimha temple, the Bhavakarana peoples will feel the tremendous energy. It feels their own home, own space for them. So when which temple you want to go, which energy was matched with you, you can easily understand from the Karana. So therefore, for the Bhavakarana, in your experience, did you went into any of the Anjaneya temple, Narsimha temple, anywhere in your any of your time, in any of your years, you went into any of the temple?
Yeah, I have gone, but so sorry. I beg to differ here. I don't know. I used to like Balaji. I still love Balaji temple. So I think I'm more attracted there to Balaji temple. But now that you're saying this, yeah,
Knowingly
especially
or
Tirupati Lord. That
these people eject
Hmm?
the exact qualities of the Hanuman. See, once one God enters into your heart, you can't. None of them can eliminate the God from you. That kind of the love you will project. The same characteristics go for the Hanuman also. So the Bhava Karana peoples will hold this kind of the qualities one way or the other. Some peoples will remember all the things, some peoples forgot everything. So one or the other way, they exhibit the qualities of the Hanuman or the Narsimha. Then you may ask, Vanida, I saw the 100 people's Bhavakarana, none of them will do like that. Okay, there is a change. How the change will come? Which Tithi they born on? If they born on the Sukla Panchami, the characteristics will be entirely different. If imagine the same person who born on the Vavakarana, but the Tithi is the Paurnami, the characteristics which you see on these two people are totally different. Even if they born on the same date of birth, the Tithi and the Karana in yoga will exactly tells you the two different characteristics of the two peoples. Okay, now Karana is the Vavakarana, Yoga is the Vishkamba. So this one, yoga will, please have one flash about it, so we can quickly go through the yoga, how it will impact your life. So now just know about, this is the Vishkamba. What are the things we have to know about? One is your date and time, place of birth. Definitely everybody knows about it. And the other things you already know about it, nakshatra and the weekday. So I no need to give, sorry? Then what are the other things you need to know about? Tithi, you have to know which Tithi you are born on. Then you may ask, Vanita, I didn't understand anything about the Tithi and I don't want to know about it. At least please see which Tithi you are born on. Gradually you will understand the importance of the Tithi. Okay. So the first task is to which Tithi you are born. You have to definitely understand. Remember how you remember your which day you born on, right? How you remember which nakshatra you born on, right? The same thing you have to remember the Tithi also. Which Tithi you born on, which yoga you born on, which karana you born on. So the one important task for you is to find out in your use any software. Every software showing this basic information. Even if you are using AstroSage, or any kind of the software you are using, Parashara or whichever it is, it will show you this basic information. Okay. Which Tithi you born on, and which yoga you born on, which karana you born on. This is the task you definitely have to fulfill. And next week we will have a quiz about which karana you born on, which yoga you born on, and you have to find out and tell me which Tithi you born on. Okay. Is this okay? You can able to find out easily, right?
Yes, from here
Any
this chart
software you
is
can use, you can easily find out. This is the basic information. Where you find the date and time, place of birth, the same information will be followed. Okay. I jump into the next topic in chapter. What I remember, everybody was knows about this yoga karana. That's what I asked the question today. I didn't realize I gave much importance to this. The entire thing about your birthday should be known. There is no excuse, there is no compromise on this. The entire pancham for your birth date, it should be definitely keeps in your mind all the time. Which tithi you born on, yoga, in the day, paksha, nakshatra, karana. There is no compromise. You should know about this. Okay, this is the homework. Let's quickly go into the how you can see the Pocharam chart along with your birth chart. Mostly we in the initial state we really get confused how I can see the Pocharam chart along with my birth chart. So this is the small practice for that. You no need to place the birth chart over your Pocharam every time. This is for an understanding. I place it the Pocharam. This is the Pocharam chart, and this is the birth chart. So for the easier understanding, I place it like this. It's no need for every time you have to do like that. Okay? When the days goes on, you can easily remember all your grahas in your birth chart with a degree, with an nakshatra. So when you have keep that in your mind, okay, you already know what homework which I'm going to give you next. Everybody knows about your birth chart, which graha present in which bhava, right? Which rashi, right? Yes, no?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, that is not only enough. You have to understand which degree it was present, which graha it was present. And there was also one more level here. Whenever you read about the degree, you are aligning in such a way that ascending order. See, like this 3.55 and followed by the 1713, 1953. So you go in an ascending order, you arrange the grahas in your memory in such a way, in an ascending order, which rasi the grahas are present and which bhava it was present, which nakshatra it was in. All this information, you have to keep that in mind. But this is not an homework, but practice yourself. So this is your birth chart. You have to be, the birth chart should be like in your fingertips all the time. Why it was there, why we need to give that much importance? Because if your birth chart was not in your mind, you will, whenever you read something, you read any of the books, any of the articles, or whatever it is somebody was explaining to you, the points which they are going to give and you are comparing against your birth chart, that precious moment will be missed. So most of the time you remember your birth chart. I'm really pressing this one point. You should know about the grahas present in your birth chart along with the nakshatra, along with the degree. So you know how to arrange the degree also in an ascending order. So everything, once you remember this, then the order of then this task will be eliminated. So you no need to put the Gocharam birth chart over your Gocharam. You already remember in your mind. Then you read the Gocharam. Okay, in the Mithuna Rasi, Surya and Guru. Is there any in my birth chart any Graha was present? Yes, it is. There is the Jupiter retrograde and the moon that becomes my Lagna also. So that means Surya and Guru aspecting my Lagna. What are the things which I am going to get today? So Surya and the Guru aspecting means already I have the retrograde Guru also. When the Guru over retrograde Guru, this is the one day which I had in a number of days, not all the time, but this particular year, Guru over my retrograde Guru. So when this was happening, how my day, how the day, what the day is going to make for me. So understand about that now. So Buddha in the Kataka Rasi, there was no second, third, fourth, and five. So even if you have the Gochara Grahas, you don't need to worry about it because the birth chart didn't have a Graha. Getting into the sixth also no, because the Gocharam didn't have any Graha. 7, 8. So when your birth chart didn't have any Graha, don't worry. When your Gocharam didn't have any Graha, so don't worry about this Bhava because there was no Gocharam affecting your Janana Jataka. Your Janana Jataka having the Grahas, then the Gocharam didn't have any Grahas, don't worry about. It's moving into the Grahas, which when the birth chart is having, I missed the cursor on the back. Okay. When the birth chart having the Graha and the Gocharam is also having the Graha. This is the point you have to take a look into it. Now the Gocharam Rahu is looking over the aspecting the Saturn in the 9th house. So this is the combination of the Saturn and the Rahu combination. How is going to affect me? But I don't want to overwhelm this and at this point. So this is the Grahas combination. It is going to affect you that much. So remember this combination. At this day, I had this combination. What kind of the effect, what kind of the event happened in my life? Know that point. So once you understand the Rahu and the Shani combination, you will understand. You have an understanding about that day, what the event was happening. Okay, Sunny in the Meena Rashi, no need to worry about it. Shukra in the Mesha Rashi, don't worry. And Rahu in the Rishabha Rashi. So what are the things you have to take? Most of the time, not all the Gochara Grahas aligned with your Rashis, like what we seeing today. So what are the things we have to have an understanding about? Only this combination, only this combination. Otherwise, you don't need to worry about it. Because why? The birth chart didn't have a Graha or the Gocharam didn't have a Graha. Here, the birth chart didn't have a Graha. And here, the Gocharam didn't have a Graha. So there is a two Bhavas combination, two Bhavas and the Grahas combination. One is the Lagna Bhava and another is the 9th one. So when it was having the Lagna Bhava and the 9th Bhava means one is the Lagna is that individual itself. Maybe it was something happening in his life towards his appearance. He may have some authority over anything. So some kind of the power influenced him. When it comes into the 9th house, Rahu and the Sunny combination was there. It represents your father-in-law, or any kind of the gurus, any kind of the religious practice which you are going to do. So how the Rahu is going to affect that? So understand that point. I don't want to drag this point more. So this is the way that you can understand about your Gocharam and the birth chart combinations. I guess everybody can understand a little bit. Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay, I skipped the part of the revision quickly. The Rahu is mostly an erratic force. In a simple word, how you can imagine the Rahu is a combination of the two Mars together. So that kind of energy. Mars is even though it wasn't, Mars takes an actions without thinking. Imagine the Rahu is a kind of a force. It's a double the energy of the Mars. So it becomes unsteady, becomes more erratic. It's not an energy which you can channelize and narrow down. It was the energy which you can destroy anything. That kind of the Rahu's energy. The mostly what you have to keep that in mind whenever you read about the Rahu and the Ketu. Oh, why am I missing the question? Oh, I missed. One thing about the relationship and the material progress and your health. So the Rahu is going to give you the relationship? No. It will makes you to keep the distance from your relation, one thing, or it gives some kind of the struggles and obstacles in your relation. So it's not good for the relation. Material progress, yes. Material progress means it will gives you like anything. No one can give you like that. But at the same time, when the Rahu was giving the material progress, you have to be very much aware. It can be come down to the stage where below the stage where you are where the position which you started, you can keep below that also if you are not careful enough. So you have to be careful about this one point. This is the vantage point. To be careful about this one point. Strategically, you have to make a move. But when it comes into the health, Rahu is not a good for the health. It will give you some kind of the disease which mostly I lost the cursor. Which they changed it up. I got it. It's not good for the health also. It will give some kind of the troubles or hormonal imbalance, insomnia, hysteria will come, nerves, neurosis disorder. You might think like, okay, I can solve it. It is in the medicine. No, sometimes it will the disease may prolong for months or years. So the Rahu is not good for the health also. Not good for the relation also. It's only good for the material progress. Okay, keep that in mind. When it comes into the Ketu, it's no for all three things. Ketu is not going to help you in the relation, not help you in the material progress, not help you in the health. So the Rahu is at least to give you only one thing, that is the material progress. Okay. Now we keep that in mind all the time so that you can easily understand. One Rahu exalt in Taurus, Vrishabha Rasi, debilitating the Scorpio, directional strength, the 10th house. Rahu Nakshatra, Ardra, that is the 6th Nakshatra, Swati, 15th Nakshatra, Shadabhisha, 24th Nakshatra. Keep that in mind. Mithuna, Tula, and the Kumbha are all the air element Rashis. Dasha period is then 18 years. Grain represented by the wood dal, direction southwest. Temple, Trinageshwar. Okay, quickly understand about the Rahu and the Mars combinations. I thought I want to skip this because let's have this, the Rahu and the Mars combination. I already told you this is the Rahu is the Mars square. Now imagine the situation like we are in when we see the combination of the Rahu and the Mars. Now it becomes the Mars cube. So now we can imagine how the Rahu plus Mars combination will impact any individual. They behave like very arrogant. Once they decided, no one can change. Whether it is right or wrong, when they decide one direction, they go just like that. They're very much arrogant. And the force becomes so much erratic. It's unstoppable. Unstoppable means no one can stop them. So now you imagine a situation. One Mars will give you the tremendous blisters on your body. Now the Rahu is combined. It will see. It will give you all kind of the pain in your body. Okay. So which one, is the Rahu is good? Rahu plus Mars combination is not. It's not good for everything in your life. No, it's very much good in the people who are in athletes or very they want to do the job as the competition, like the boxers or nowadays the competition was like this. The people or the soldiers. Rahu and the Mars combination is best for them because that gives the tremendous energy. If you sit next to the soldier's energy was like that. The force was a tremendous force inside. But the normal people didn't have this Rahu and the Mars combination. I'm just giving an imagination. Imagine a soldier who's having the Rahu and the Mars combination, imagining average person didn't have that combination. The energy level was, you will see the 360-degree difference. Okay, really good for the athletics. They can achieve whatever they want to achieve in their life. Even these are the people's. They can achieve greater heights, and every time when they are trying to achieve anything, they definitely will achieve that. Okay, mostly when you have the Rahu and Mars combination, you definitely have a problem in your house one way or the other. There is a problem in the house, or problem in any kind of assets which you are going to buy, or vehicles. One or the other way, it will come. What are the bodies particularly it's affect to you? Kidney, blood and blood pressures will come. Mostly the teeth will get affected. Rahu is the Rahu is represented as the grandfather. So genetic disease, there is a higher possibility the genetic disease is also carried through the next generation. Okay. Over the native who's holding this Rahu's on the Mars combination, there is a higher possibility they may have the genetic disease. Okay, how the relationship with the brother and the brother-in-law, because the Mars is your brother, it's not a good relationship. Definitely, it will give you the different trouble, or you may get problems because of them. So then, mostly the relationship is not that much good. Are they happy in their marriage? If the woman Mars is represented as the husband for the woman's horoscope, right? Are they happy in their marriage? No. Most of the problem will come when the Rahu and the Mars combination was present. They have some the issues in the marriage life. It's not that much good. And is the debt loan increase? Of course, it will increase. Why? Because they take the decision with the force. They don't have an understanding about how they can manage the finance. They want to take the immediate action. They have the tremendous force inside them. If they are not directed in the right direction, they spoiled not only themselves, they spoiled their others also. So the debt and loan will increase for sure. Okay. Okay, I should not ask this. Now I'm asking this. Anybody having the Rahu and the Mars combination? No? Okay, I will tell you one. Yeah, anybody having?
No.
No.
I will tell you the one Thursday here. This kind of the things which you are going to have, at least 30 to at least 50% you will have. Now imagine a situation when you have the Rahu, Mars, and the Jupiter combination. What are the things that are going to happen? I'm just giving an example so that you have an understanding about the three grahas combination. At least this force can be a little bit smoother. Even if you are going like this force was like this force will get smoother like this. Okay, let's go like this. They may not be good for athletics because the Guru combination was combined here. Okay, then you may ask, when there was only one good point was there. Now you combined the Guru, the athletic point is also gone away. Don't worry, let's come back here. The problem, imagine the situation, you have the problem with here. Now the problems will be a little bit smoother. It won't cost your life. It won't eat your time and effort because the Jupiter was there. So you will get somewhat pacified at this point. You may have the disease in the kidney, but definitely you may have, but it can be controlled with the medicines because the Jupiter was there. Genetic disease, higher possibility is really low here. This one is really low here. Problems in the brother and brother-in-law, this is also will be smoothened. Even if they have a problem, there is a kind of a misunderstanding will become. But it's not like the relationship will be go away from you. It will be pacified. Marriage problems, for sure, yes. Yes, for sure. Okay. Some people may get married, may not get married with this kind of a combination. Debt and loan increase, this is smooth, this kind of a smoothen. They may they may get, but they have an ability to complete that loan or the debt. Okay, so you have an understanding about this, right? Mars and the combination with the Jupiter. Okay, this is because the auspicious planet was combined with these planets. Then your homework was there are the other grahas present, right? You have combined and see what kind of the thing will going to become. See, now I will give you an example. Imagine this. Now the Jupiter was not present. Instead, Buddha Graha was present. Where is the word? Okay, Buddha was present. Then you don't worry about whether I'm going to say it is right or wrong. It is for your homework so that you can practice. Rahu Mars combinations, we already know about it, this one. And you know about the Buddha Graha. Yes or no? I believe it is a yes.
Yeah, yes.
So you know about the Buddha Graha. So imagine this force is combined here. What is going to happen? Ketu you can't combine. You already know about the answer. Why you can't combine the Ketu? Because the
Because
Rahu is
Rahu
present.
and Ketu will be opposite.
Opposite. Okay. Now it combined. Okay. Now combined with Venus, combined with the moon, combined with the sun. One more graha I missed.
Mercury you put all.
Buddha. This is Buddha. Buddha, Shukra.
Yeah.
Shani.
I missed. Jupiter we already saw.
Saturn.
Okay. Oh,
Saturn.
Saturn. Yeah, Saturn. Yeah. Okay then. So you do this as a homework, then you will understand
Okay.
different understanding about the perspective about the grahas and their combinations. If you are lucky, you may find this graha combinations horoscope also. So you can, whatever the things which you find out in your hand, you can compare against the person individually also, or you can ask them directly, okay, are you kind of this person or not? You can make yourself justified on. Okay, but the point which I discovered is correct or not. Okay. You always wonder why I ask you to see your birth chart along with your pocharam. So that is the best learning. Instead of some people, other people's or teaching or you learning from others, if you learn yourself from the pocharam, that will give you the different understanding about the grahas combination and the pocharam impact in your birth chart. Okay, I skip the revision part and I directly jumping into the 11th and 12th houses. Okay. Rahu in the 11th house. Mostly in Upachayastana, 3, 6, and 10 and 11 Upachayastana, right? If the Graha was present in the 3, 6, 10, and 11, these peoples or definitely will achieve something in their life. They not only achieve, they will grow in their life financially or whichever the desire they mostly desires in their life. They desire that kind of the thing in their in their everyday life. But for the Upachayasthana means when your age grows, when you're consuming the energy from the grahas is also grow. Now we understand about what is 11th house. 11th house is your luck. 11th house is your sales. 11th house is your if you can say fixed deposit. 11th house is your fulfillment of your desires, all kinds of the profits, grains, cash flow, everything you have it. That is your 11th house. Now you know about the Rahu. Rahu is the unsteady force and obsessive, possessive, passionate. Everything comes under. Then you have to also keep that in mind. Rahu will give material strength. Yes, it's not good for the relation. It's not good for your health. So it's good for the material progress. Okay, now keep that in mind. Now combine this together combination. I need this. Yes. Good control over your mind and senses? Absolutely yes. Because this when the this is also developed when your age grows. And the people saw, okay, you have the 11th house Rahu. Some people will say you may not have the control over your initially they will say like at the age of the 5 or the age of the 10, they will say my child is so mischievous and I can't even control and this, that, and all. But when the days goes on, when they get into teenage adult, they have the good control over your mind. They have the good senses also. Because the Rahu in the Upachayasthana, the energy will develop, the energy will grow. You will get kind of the energy into your body when your age goes. Okay. Because the Rahu was present, that too in the lucky house, then the huge gain and fulfill all you will get fulfillment of all your desires. The people will say, I have this desire in my teenage, I have the desire in my childhood, I have a desire in my adulthood, and none of them was fulfilled. But the people who have the Rahu in the 11th house, they won't say this one particular sentence. Every desires in their life, whatever the phase, whichever they are in, the fulfillment of all the desires will be fulfilled, no matter what, whichever the phases of their life they are in. Definitely, they will have the huge gain because of the Rahu's presence. The material progress is really tremendous. Okay. Okay. This is one more thing. When they planned for any of the ventures, it's always been successful because the Rahu will help you in that kind of dimension in your life. And when the Rahu in the 11th house, the peoples will say they are the rags to riches or they are the self-made billionaires. Because the brain works in such a way that it knows where to gain the luck, it knows where to get the profits. What are the actions I have to make more profits? Then they have the leadership quality. Okay. This is the one scenario when the Rahu was present in the 11th house. When the scenario will change, if it was present along with any of the Graha, the possibility will be changed. Or the aspected by any of the Graha, these points will get little bit changed. But whether the Graha was present or not, now the material progress will be much good than others. Okay. Anybody having the Rahu in the 11th house?
Vanita, I have Rahu in the 11th house. And there's no other grahas there.
Wow, then you are the right person. Okay, then which one is matching for you? Which one is?
Actually, whatever you have discussed, all of them almost match. But only I'm waiting for the day to become a billionaire. That's all. But which we had discussed in the last, I think you just had to leave and we were there for 5 minutes. Maybe in some other way, that's what we thought. Otherwise, almost everything.
All
I would
the
say
5 points was
99%
matching with you. Yes?
Yeah. I have control over mind in the sense. Yeah, I did see huge gains in food because quite early we all left to Dubai. So after my marriage, so kind of I have that financial part is there. And planned ventures more like buying houses and all that was rags to riches. I wouldn't say not rags, but then kind of was okay. Then
It's an example.
that was,
You don't need to
and
stick with this. They are also self-made billionaires. Billionaire means we are exaggerating the thing in such a way that the Rahu will give you that kind of the material. In the 11th house, Rahu, you may think, okay, this is the point, I want to get this much only. But the Rahu won't stop you. It will give you the tremendous wealth. You may think, okay, I'm enough, I'm fulfilled here, I don't want anything. Okay, the energy won't allow you to give this much only. The energy will have, okay, you will get more in this universe.
And of course, leadership also, because all the workplace wherever I was commanding, and I had a good leadership quality. Yeah.
Awesome. That's the Rahu's energy. You in your chart, the 11th house aspected by any grahas?
That I have to see. 11th house means it is aspected by moon and Mars also. 7th house, no? Because Ketu is there, Ketu will aspect Rahu, 7th place.
Don't worry about the
Ketu. Moon and Mars.
Moon?
Yeah. Moon and Mars. Oh,
Moon and Mars aspecting the 11th house. Rahu.
because that is Vrichika, that is the 5th from my Lagna.
Okay, give me a second. Everybody can
So
imagine.
1,
Okay,
3,
give me a
4, 5.
second. Okay. Which Lagna you born on?
Lagna is Cancer, Karka.
You just add it in the other Jagannath Mora. Chart open.
Oh, it has not. Ah, okay. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh. This one, right?
Yeah, first one. Yeah, this one. This.
The
So
11th house.
Mars, Ketu, and Moon are in the 5th house. No, so that will anyway. Ketu will see 7th place. So Mars and Moon all see 7th place, right?
So Moon Rahu,
Mars.
Moon Rahu, Rahu. Okay. Now we have to try to study about this one also. When you have the Rahu and the Moon, how you look like your mother or look like your parents?
No, I think more to my father, but color of my mother and features of my father.
But the similarity will be exactly matches, right? If you go with your parents, they will exactly say, okay,
Yeah,
here
that.
are his daughter, right?
Yeah, that is.
If I go along with my father, no one can tell me he is my father because my father was so fair, and when we go out, we are like in black and white TV. So no one can match with he's my father. But when my sister was born, along with my father, they can easily identify their father and their daughters. But when I go with my father, no one can identify them. But Ragu and Mars, what now we read about the Ragu Mars combination, right? This is also
Yes.
some kind of the match because the planet was expecting whatever the points which we said, it was little bit more or less match or may not because it's an aspecting. But when it is
Yes.
combined here, the exact scenario will come. How about your whenever you have the properties holding your or you're buying your vehicle, you have any problem or it's a smooth process?
No, it's a smooth process.
Let's see about the fourth
Small.
one.
Yeah.
3, 4. Oh, Chukra was here. Okay. How about your marriage? I mean, if I don't know, you married?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. No problem.
It's good.
Yeah, it's
Okay, then because the 7th one, Saturn was retrograde. Okay. Let's talk here. This one, this is good. And this can. Then what are the point which we said for 11th house Rahu was the, I stop with Jagannath Pura here. If I can do class. Yeah. We'll finish the 12th house first. Anybody was having the 11th house Rahu? Or anybody want to add some points with the 11th house Rahu? Anybody who is having the Rahu in the 11th house? No? Yeah, Rahu in the 12th house. Quickly finish this. 12th house, we know about this. That is the Bhava for the moksha, when house of liberation. It's also represents your detachment. The detachment can be anything. Detachment from your loved ones, detachment from your material affairs, detachment from everything which you believe are attached to. The displacement and the expenditure, your foreign settlement, everything comes in the 12th house. Rahu already know about it. So when that kind of the Rahu's energy was present in the 12th house, what it will become? These people are having the imaginative and fantasized mind. No one can have that kind of the imaginative mind. Why the imaginative mind will come here? Because of the Rahu. The Rahu is another word for an illusion. If you if you want to create anything on the screen, if you want to involve in any kind of the 3D printing or painting on the canvas or whichever it is, uh, which is not available in the reality, which is not available in the practicality. But you imagine like that. See, for an example, uh, the man was flying in the sky. That is not practically not possible in this dimension, but you are imagining that kind of an illusion you are making. That how it is possible, because the Rahu's energy will give that kind of the tremendous energy. Nerve system will works in such a way that it orders your mind in such a way that it opens some kind of the chambers in your brain that make you to imagine, that makes you to create the different kind of an illusion. That Rahu's energy will give you imaginative world in front of you. No one can imagine that. Anybody see this Tinkerbell in the movie? Tinkerbell movie? No? You won't see Tinkerbell movie? Oh my god. You see this Tinkerbell movie. There are many scientific fiction movies will come, right? Normally, the people won't see that kind of the scenario. Even if you devise any kind of an instrument, some of the parts, some of the gears which we won't realize which is really available. But your mind will imaginatively think in such a way that do that kind of the system, it can work in such a way. Uh, if you go and see that Tinkerbell movie, I always wonder who created such a kind of an wonderful movie. Tinkerbell movie comes in different uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. You can see that movies a number of times. It's for a children's movie. But why I'm emphasized here? Here the thing is, it's a kind of a thing which you can even see in your life only. But the peoples which they imagined, they made the creation in front of you. It's really wonderful. But I don't know everybody can enjoy that. But that's a children's movie. It's really, really wonderful. Okay, come back here. Rahu will give you that kind of a tremendous energy in your body. Why I'm emphasizing Rahu's here? Imagine 3 persons, okay? One person is fulfilled with the Jupiter's energy, one person is filled with the Buddha energy, one person is filled with Rahu's energy. This Rahu's energy person can create an illusion which you can't even imagine. Okay. The Guru's energy person can teach you anything which you can't even learn from which you can't even learn from others. The Buddha's energy. Why? The Guru filled with the wisdom. They can project the thing in front of you in different perspective, make you to think in a different way. Buddha's energy will give you energy in educative academic passion. Like I always think our system is an Buddha's creative, because mostly the academic you make you to memorize, make you to not able to think out of the box. When you think about the Finland education, I thought that was the Guru's education. Okay, you can imagine whatever you want. That's my understanding to think the academic system in different world. Okay, see about the Ragu. Ragu will give you different kind of an illusion. That is very best. The people who works in the imaginative field, they really shine in the field. Okay, the imaginative and fantasized mind, no one can match with them. Foreign settlement, permanent settlement, you can blindly say it's a yes for them. Okay, one important thing. When the Rahu in the 12th house, if they are living in another country, they definitely will shine in their entire whole life. Okay, the native can be very good. See this one. The whoever it is, whenever you read a novel about, whenever you see a movie about the science fiction movie, go and see the authors. If you had a chance, go and see this author's author's horoscope. Definitely, the Rahu plays the biggest role in their horoscope. Otherwise, the nervous system, the chambers in your brain opened in such a way. Why it becomes like that? Because in your brain, if the chambers was not open, if the chambers was not open, you may not think. If the if the other chambers are open, you may not in your right mindset. Okay, how it is possible? There are the different things will happen when you open the different kind of the chambers in your mind. Do the meditation, go to the different temples, and meet the different people, live the different environment. The nervous system will works in a different order. Your brain will works in a different fashion. You may be heard about this. If you are depressed, if some person was depressed, some person was stressed, that doctor asks you to go to the place which is very cold in nature or in a high mountain, or ask them to hike also. Why? Because when your nervous system was getting more chillness or get more purified air, it tends to make the different nerve path. You heard about this neuropaths, right? The neuropath, it creates a new neuropath that will open the different chambers in your brain. This particularly, when the Rahu in the 12th house peoples have the different nerves, different chambers opens in their brain. That's why they have it all together. They had this kind of science fiction in their brain. I forgot the director name. Was I really wonder. Inception director, and the other director was I forgot his name altogether. And I really wonder about this Inception number of times. The brain which is work under that particular movie, but particular author, I really wonder. Sometimes I believe that this Rahu 12th house, maybe Rahu in the 12th house. Okay. They, if they want to have the financial control over their, if they want to have the financial control, they definitely have to wake up early. Then you may ask the question, so why is that? Okay. There is a different scenarios will come. Just people's energy will work good in the Brahma Muhurta time. Okay. Because when I mentioned this Brahma Muhurta time, I have to open one more scenario also. Every time, whenever you breath, there is your breath was in the left side or breath was in your right side. Okay, there is the point when this breath will go to this side. That is the moment the center. You may breathe in both the noses. You may feel like no, you may say that no, Nida, I breathe in all the time. My through my both noses only. You did. What are you saying? When you pause your breath with full awareness, the density of the flow from both the noses will be different. So sometimes the density of the air will flow from your right side, flow from your left side. Sometimes only the density will be same in both the noses. Okay? The same goes for the earth also. When the night was chilling, so it have to be the right energy will flow. And when it's a bit science. If I want to explain here, it will take some your time also. I shortly finish this one. Okay.
You're referring to Chandra Nadi and Surya Nadi.
Yeah, correct. That happens in the earth energy also. But there is a two times will come, right? When the Chandra Nadi and the Surya Nadi is changing in the earth element also, but it happens in the two times in a day. One is in the morning, one is in the evening. So why the morning energy, the change of Nadi is important? Why the changing of the Nadi in the evening is not important? Because these two serve the different purposes. For example, in a day, the night is chill or hot? Night is chill, right? Yes or no? The moon was present.
Cool.
Night is chill, cool one. So it needs the energy, which is the Chandra Nadi. It needs the Surya Nadi. That's the sun's energy. So the energy needs the heat. So whenever you feel also, right? Whenever your body was chill and it needs the heat, your Surya Nadi will works. Whenever your body was chill, it needs the heat, the the Surya Nadi will work. The energy will interchange. Your body will feels the chillness, the breath is increase, the Surya Nadi will increase. If your body is heat, your Chandra Nadi will go. Okay. The same goes for the earth element also. What it will happen, particularly the Brahma Muhurta is important only for, mainly for the Rahu in the 12th houses. When the energy is moving from the right nostril, when in the day, if the day is the sun was raised in the day, right? So that time the energy level in the earth energy will be a little bit heat only. So it needs the cool energy, that is the left energy, the nadi. So that means when the Surya nadi moves into the Chandra nadi, this one point, it's greater for the humans. That's why the Brahma Muhurta time will comes. So that means when the Brahma Muhurta means when your sunrise, the 96 minutes before it becomes the Brahma Muhurta. That means 96 minutes before it becomes the Brahma Muhurta. In your body also, the same thing happens, but when the particularly Rahu in the 12th house people, if they wake up in the Brahma Muhurta time, particularly any of the day, and they do any kind of the financial plans, whatever they want to make changes in the financial management, if they decide in this Brahma Muhurta time, it will lead you to the tremendous success. And why that was happened? Because the earth, the entire universe Brahma Muhurta time matching with your time. You may also ask, Monica, the changing of the nadis is also happening in the evening. Why can't I do that here? No. The changing from the right to left is the exact Brahma Muhurta time. The changing from the left and right is for the different purpose altogether. Okay. So this, when this kind of energy level is going to change, that is the point. Your body is also holding that capacity. In Tamil, we call it as an andathil irukkirathu pindathil irukkum appdi. They call it as whatever's in the universe, it is also in your body. When the earth was changing that, when the changing is the nadi, that becomes your Brahma Muhurta time. That is the ninth. How you can easily identify? From the sunrise, go backward 96 minutes before from your sunrise. So that is the point. You can easily find out from any of the when the sunrise will happen. So from the sunrise, 96 minutes before. That is the point. If you also wake up on that time, and your Rahu is also in the 12th house, use the Brahma for that time efficiently. And you may ask, then next question, okay, this is only for the Rahu in the 12th house people. This is really good for them, but it's really good for everybody in the universe. When you are Brahma Muhurta time and the earth Brahma Muhurta time combines together and you make a wish and you manifest anything, no one can stop that. You may imagine any of the things, but it will come. Imagine a time, if you have a greater karma, whatever you think it may be a valid 1 year of time or 10 days of time or 1 hour of a time. But if you use this Brahma Muhurta time, your wishes can be fulfilled on your practice, remember this word, on your practice. It will occur in a moment also. So mostly there's, but rising up in the Brahma Muhurta time is really a tremendous task. If you are not practiced, if your body organs was not practiced, and rising up on the Brahma Muhurta time is quite troublesome for you. But don't disturb your body system drastically. No, I would want to wake up in the Brahma Muhurta time and don't force yourself. But if it was happening in a particular festival, make your body disturb. See, for example, if it was in a Diwali festival or any kind of the festival which is going on and you want to wake up in the Brahma Muhurta, have a liberty to disturb your body. because when that festival was coming, you force your body, it's good. On your normal days, try not to force your body because it needs a rest. I guess I'm deviated. Okay, let's come back here. Anybody was having the Rahu in the 12th house? No?
I have, ma'am. Satish. I think
Wow.
you're looking at my chart now.
Satish was having 12th house Rahu, really? Why didn't I remember? Oh, wait. No, I have here. Let's check. Yeah, here. You are correct. Okay, now tell me which one is correct, which one is totally not.
Imagination is good, but mostly it'll be in the practical sense, not like a fantasy world or something like this. Any troubleshooting, I do a very good imagination and give a solution. I used to do that. In that kind of any practical solutions, I have great imagination even if the object is not there, and I'm able to get a solution for. I used to do a lot in my career. Foreign land, I'm not. I was born in Chennai, but I'm in Bangalore. That's all I can say.
You may not be settled in your. Is that the Bangalore is your birthplace?
No, Chennai is my birthplace.
So that's it. It's a foreign land means the earlier the peoples would think if you
Cross the seven seas.
if you are cross the overseas, it have
Ocean.
the overseas or the travel can be from the one night. Earlier, 1 month of the travel. People will travel from one place to another by walk only, right? At that point, and
Yes.
normal peoples, not the emperor and emperors. Normal peoples they walk through because when this kind of the history literatures, the horoscope literature was written, the people will mostly walk through by the legs only. So that point in time, if Chennai to Bangalore can be, we may not say the foreign lands, but yeah,
A place away from birth.
yeah, plus place away from the birth. But yeah,
And I'm not a very good writer, but I can imagine a lot. I can have very good imagination, but I can't put it in writing and in words. I'm very poor in that. Maybe I don't know why. Maybe it's because of my Gemini star. Gemini Rasi. I think could be.
we will see about that. Yours is in retrograde Mercury. No, retrograde Mercury, you may have the ability, but you won't think you can write.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
And that thing Dr. Bala had told me, and I started doing that around. I don't wake up so early, 5:45, something like that. I get up, not below the before that. Brahma Muhurtam is around 4:15 to 4:30. I don't wake up so early. Maybe I do it between 5:30, 5:45. That's it. After
That's
Dr.
more than
Bala
enough.
said, I'm waking up. Yeah.
Whenever you have this before the sunrise, you wake up at
Yes.
least for 5 to 15 minutes before.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
more than enough because
Yeah.
when you have that kind of 5 minutes before, 2 minutes before, that's more than enough.
Yeah, I do that. I've been doing that for past 2 years. And my finances are in very good control. I don't know how, but it's God blessings, I think so. I get money without, I get money when I think about thing, I get the money. It takes care of my whatever needs are there.
Because Rahu in the 12th house is really good. But when it comes into the finance, because you can try and experiment this also.
Yeah, I've been doing it for the past 2 years, ma'am.
Yeah, that's a good only, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Kind
It's
of
good.
these people are really have an ability to consume that energy efficiently towards the finance control. So you should not think like, okay, my Rahu is in the 12th house and I wake up in the Brahmurta, I want to increase my understanding about my relationship. That is a totally different story. You have to work in a different way altogether.
Yeah, correct, ma'am.
That's swimming into overall about the
But I
Rahu.
have a lot of laziness. This is horribly lazy. I am sometimes.
No, not because of the 12th house, Rahu.
Mhm.
With the when the Rahu was present, if you say about the laziness means we have to see about the Saturn, where
Oh,
the
I see.
Saturn was placed in it. But when
Okay,
the
okay.
Rahu was like that, they can't even stand. They even if they are sitting, they're imagining. They are imagining. Their mind will work one or the other way. At least they, if they are awake, they do in the mind work or they do the physical work. They can't
Yes.
sit. It's not in the blood.
That's
It's not in the nervous system.
that's
They want.
100% true.
Yeah.
I
They,
can't be without thinking. I do keep thinking something, some
mm,
puzzles, some problems, or anything, or what to be doing to the next week. What should be planning? I keep thinking about that.
yeah. If they didn't do that, they feel like, oh, I'm so lazy and I'm not working and I'm worthless and I didn't live my day today. I'm doing. But when their brain was working, when their mind was working, when they physically do something, they feel like, oh, I achieved this and this is my liberation. They feel like that. That
Yes,
becomes their liberation notes for them. But
that's very
you,
true. That's very true.
yeah. But altogether in Rahu and 12 is really, really good. Overall, the
Mhm.
Rahu gives the good results in the 2, 3, 6, 10, and 11. It's very much good for them. Okay. But when the Rahu in
Mhm.
the 6th, 9th, and the 12th house, uh, they definitely take the person to the foreign land, no matter what. One or the other way, they at least travel to the foreign land once in a while. If if they put the 1% of the effort, the 99% of the effort will be fulfilled by the Rahu. Okay, now we don't have a time. We'll quickly, in 2 minutes, quickly finish the 10th house of the Satish horoscope. We'll wind up the session today. Okay. 10th house, we already know about it, which it tells about your karma. The karma, it can come from the accumulated karma, which is from the previous lifetime, or which is in the current lifetime, which we are acquired already till the time, from the time of the birth to till now. Or based on this karma, what are the what are the actions which you are going to do in the future? Altogether, we combine it as a karma. The karma, it comes from your good and bad actions also. It's not only the good actions, it comes from the bad actions also. So altogether, this speaks in the 10th house. Any kind of an achievements in your public life, or what kind of the recognitions you received from anybody, awards like that, it is also 10th house. Nature of the business, gain from your father, that is, you inherit something from your father, the job and the rewards, your career status, particularly you can involve in the agriculture work or no. That is clearly you can understand from the 10th house. Mostly the problem else comes around the earth test or the waste area. Okay, now let's see about the Satish horoscope. Now we have an understanding about. Okay, these are all the points which we can see. We no need to see all the 7 points. At least if you are clear about 1 or 2 points, which is more than enough. Okay? Now this is the Mithuna Lagna, which is the 10th house for Satish.
Mean Lagna.
Meena Lagna, Meena
Meena,
Rashi,
Meena
right?
Rasi. Meena Rasi.
Meena Rashi. Okay. Now the 10, who's the Lord for? Because there was no Graha. Which one you have to look?
Jupiter. Jupiter.
Owner of the house, right? One of the houses
Jupiter.
Jupiter. Yes, Jupiter. Awesome. Where the owner was placed in his Rasi chart.
In
So we have to
first house,
consider
Lagna. Lagna
like
is
is the Jupiter is retrograde or not retrograde?
retrograde.
Retrograde. So now the retrograde Jupiter, who's the owner of the 10th? When the Jupiter is retrograde means it will go against the nature only, because whatever the nature of the guru, it is goes against, because when the Jupiter will follow the religious rites and the rituals, retrograde Jupiter will think in a different way. Okay, why can't I? Why I need to do this? Why I can't do the same rituals in a different way? The Jupiter, normal retrograde Jupiter will think like, okay, I'm going to pray for this Lord. The retrograde Jupiter will think a little bit in a different way. Okay, why can't I pray to this deity? Why can't I pray to this deities? Then the thinking process will be different. But when it comes in the 10th house, it says about the different karma which is comes from your past life. Mostly it is relevant to the Jupiter, which when the retrograde, which means the graha, which is retrograde means it represents deepest karma which you carry from the past life to this current life. So the Jupiter karma, what are the Jupiter's significance? It may be wisdom, then
enlargement or something you say.
Enlargement.
Always expansion.
Okay, now think about the scenario with the karma related. Which karma you can bring from your past life to here? Okay, because this karma, the moon which is represented by here, the retrograde Jupiter, so it can be relevant with the wisdom which you spread, or the karma which you related with the gurus, or karma related with the children's, karma related with any of the Jupiter significance. So that is the karma which is bring forward to this life. When the graha was retrograde means the karma was deeply rooted. The achievement public relation, because the Jupiter is the auspicious graha, but little bit retrograde means if they can achieve 100% in their life means they may achieve 80% in their life. That's a difference. Nature of the business, mostly when the retrograde Jupiter was present in the 10th house, they may get the they may not get kind of a cooperation from their employees or the boss. One or the other way, they get they have to adjust. They have to be some kind of adjustment in the work. So let's ask Satish first. How is your nature of the relationship between you in your profession? Is it the smooth one, or you have to be adjust accordingly, or you have to strategically follow some ideas? How it is?
Sorry? Somebody spoke, I think.
Sorry?
Somebody spoke, I think. No, okay then.
Mm.
Like for me, my career was very good, ma'am. Even my seniors used to help me and my juniors used to help me. Only in the, say, around 2005 and 2006, it was horrible. In fact, I had to change the company. Otherwise, it was very good for me. My juniors would respect me, and even my seniors would be more friendly and getting the work. And I used to get the work done easily. Only in the 2005, 2006, I had a kind of a different kind of a manager who was having a different kind of thinking, which it doesn't go with me at all. So
Yeah.
I changed my company. That's it.
That kind of the scenario comes in once in a while, for sure. Because now you are having the only one-time boss in your life. Some people may have the entire career journey. They support that kind of the boss. But because of your karma which you acquired, you may have the only one time in your life.
Okay.
And how is your gain from your father? You may gain something from your father.
Not to my satisfaction, but he gave me some properties. Yes.
And if the problems was because there was no graha present in it, so then you should not think about the physical injuries or ailment here in the arthritis or waist area.
No,
So
nothing, ma'am. No,
yeah,
only
because you need to
some.
consider because there was no graha present in it. It says nothing.
Yeah, but only in the middle of maybe in my 40th year or 45th year, I had a sciatica problem, and that got solved. By magic, it got solved.
Oh, awesome. Sciatica it's solved means that's
From
right.
my hip down to the
Yeah,
knee,
to the toe.
that nerve or whatever muscular tendon or whatever it is. I used to have a lot of pain. I couldn't stand a long time.
Yeah, correct.
And then by
Well,
magically, I was doing some meditation practice, and somehow it came under control, and I took precautions, and it controlled my weight gain, and that helped me a lot, and now I don't have much problem by God's grace.
That's really awesome. So you remember the date and that the period of your sciatic pain, right? See that in your chart also.
Okay, okay.
In your dasha period particularly, which combination, see the gocharam also, but it takes a number of the efforts and time, but it will really help you in your future days. Okay, then you may ask why I have to worry about my future days. I understand the pattern because in your the dasha period and the gocharam tells you that this because of these combinations I get the sciatic pain. When this kind of the graha and combination, whenever it was coming, you should be just careful on about that point. Maintain your body weight or maintain your mind, so that will help you. So this for your hormones, you understand that kind of the that particularities of the grahas is working in your birth chart.
Yes, ma'am.
This is
Sure,
awesome.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay, we'll finish with today's class. Anybody having any questions?
No.
Now, when you're talking about 11th Rahu, so Ketu is in the second, I mean, will be in the 5th house. So the effect of Ketu in the 5th house will be, in total, there'll be a disruption in his creativity, isn't it, ma'am?
Ketu in your sixth house,
Second,
right?
5th house, yeah.
Sixth house, right? This is sixth, right?
Oh, no, not mine. I was telling about 11th Rahu.
11th house. Oh, okay. 11th Rahu. What is your question?
Ketu will be in the 5th house.
So,
So the way of getting creativity and what is it? Wealth creation may not be so advantageous, isn't it? There
you
won't be
said
any
about the 11th house Rahu or 12th house Rahu?
11th house Rahu.
11th house Rahu. Don't worry. We'll come back into the Ketu. The Ketu will be the totally different story. And why we need to understand, why we need to greater understanding about the shadow planets, because the whatever we learned about the other grahas, it will be little bit different. It will be mostly different when it comes into the Rahu and the Ketu. When we will next we are going to see the Ketu only, right? At that time we'll understand why the 5th house Ketu, what the 5th house Ketu will do. Don't worry. Give me some little bit of time. We'll understand that also. Okay. Well, I stop the class today here. See you all next week then.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anita.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.